Alrighty guys, we're back for some Big Red, and this is a Dominaria United Standard Brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. What do we got in the build here? We got 4 Flame Blessed Bolts. This is going to be pretty good removal right now with all the mono black floating about. There's a lot of tenacious underdogs in every single deck, and that exile ability can go a long way. A Shivan Devastator. So this is a great way to close out a game in a deck like this. It's also gonna be chump blocking a lot, unfortunately. So for 2 mana, you could get a 1/1 flying haste that can block in the air. Maybe you can trade with a Phoenix Chick or something. We'll see. I think most of the time you want to try to finish out a game with this, though. Got 4 Fires of Victory. Now, I really considered a lot of other options for this, a lot of other like removal and stuff, but I think the simple fact that this can do so much damage just right out the gate is worth having it in here. And even though it is mono red, I do have a splash of blue in the mana base for the kicker cost on this, because you never know when you're actually going to want to pay that 5 mana to draw a card first. So this deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of cards in your hand. Yeah, that's really good, guys. It really is. And the splash of blue in the mana base is a pain land, so we'll see. And the Stormcarved Coast, which could slow down early plays too. So I don't think the splash is going to upset the balance of the deck, though, by any means. We'll see if it's worth it. We got 4 Lightning Strikes. I really like using this over other forms of removal like Cathartic Pyre or something, because there's going to be games where you don't have to remove too many of the opponent's creatures, and so just smacking the opponent's face with a Lightning Strike is really good. Reckoner Bankbuster is pretty terrific, helps us draw. Eventually you get that treasure and that 1/1 colorless pilot. Bankbuster is pretty great when you want to do extra damage to the opponent's face too, especially after you do get the pilot on the board, so very nice. We got 4 Fable of the Mirror Breakers because it's Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I'm sorry, we're going to see this card a lot. We got 4 Reckless Stormseekers in a mid-range style build. Why Reckless Stormseeker? We're used to seeing this in aggro decks. Well, we do have some pretty terrific 4-drops to lead after this. So turn 3 Stormseeker and turn 4 into one of our 4-drops is pretty powerful. But overall, I think that one of the problems with red midrange or like big red is some of them just don't play enough creatures, and I really wanted to squeeze more creatures into this particular build of big red. So we'll see if Stormseeker is the right choice. Got a single Chandra. This is a pretty terrific card, helps us ramp well and all that fun stuff. Is don't even look at the -7, guys. I always joke, but it's not a joke. I have never been able to -7 Chandra Dress to Kill, and I don't know why. I guess generally speaking the game is over by that time. Like if you were able to keep Chandra on the board, it's just powerful enough to help you close out that game anyways. But yeah, I've never been able to -7. Being able to exile the top card of your library if it's red, you may cast it this turn, is pretty darn good, except half the time you're going to be hitting land with it, which is unfortunate, but yeah. We got 4 Ill-Tempered Loners. We were just talking about this in the comments, and I was like, man, I got to play with that card more, and so here we are. We got 4 of them in here, a 4-mana 3/3. When it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. Oh my. So this could be really cool with the Fires of Victory. Maybe we're a little bit away from winning the game, and maybe you could drop a Fires of Victory, do some big damage to your own loner, and then hit the opponent's face with that damage, right? Also has this ability where you can pay 2 mana, and it gets +2/+0 until end of turn, so that could be pretty cool too. It's daybound and nightbound as well, so when it's nighttime, it can come out as Howlpack Avenger. So this is a 4/4 werewolf. Whenever a permanent you control is dealt damage, yeah, any permanent, A Halpak Avenger deals that much damage to any target. So a permanent, huh? So like Chandra Dress to Kill, for example, or our other creatures like our Devastator or our Stormseeker. The Avenger is insane. It also has the same ability there where you can pay 2 and it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. That's another reason to play Stormseeker too, because it has the Daybound Nightbound, so it starts the day and night cycle early. And so if you do end up getting Avenger later on, maybe it's already nighttime and you can just run this down as the Halpak Avenger instead of the Ill-Tempered Loner. So we have 4 Elder Dragon Wars here. It has read ahead, which means we get to select the chapter that this starts on, but chapter 1's pretty darn good, guys. Deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent. So this is really good with the Ill-Tempered Loner, because not only when it is on the daytime side of things, the 2/2 doesn't kill the Loner, or the 2 damage doesn't kill it, and then you get another 2 damage off the Loner's ability, which is really sick, guys. But if it is ever Halpak Avenger and you end up doing 2 damage to all of your different creatures, then that could be a ton of extra damage to the opponent's face, for example. On chapter 2, you can discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Helps us filter through the deck just like Fable does. Very nice. And then on chapter 3, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. So this card's just all around pretty cool and pretty powerful, huh? And in the right deck, I feel like this is just looking for the right home. Right now, where we are seeing this the most, I think, is like the Boros Reanimator builds, which is pretty cool. I think this definitely belongs in those builds. But yeah, I think it belongs here too. And I think there's going to be a lot of moments where it's an MVP. Something cool with the dragon too, it's pretty good to Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, copy a flying dragon. That's just like a lot of extra damage in the air. So pretty powerful, guys. On the very top end, we're rocking the 4 Burn Down the House. And you're going to use that top ability very, very often. Deals 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. We look at Ill-Tempered Loner again. You could just literally close out the game with Halpak Avenger and then drop the Burn Down the House. Or the 3 Devils are really powerful too, because again, if this is on the Halpak Avenger side of things, then anytime those Devils take damage too, so if the opponent ends up chump blocking them, and then of course if they end up dying, it deals 1 damage to any target too. So there's a lot of cool things going on here, guys. I think the deck's actually going to be pretty powerful, but we'll see, right? I haven't been able to test it just yet. So we also have a Crucible of Defiance in the mana base too, with 25 total land, which I don't think you want to drop down to 24 by any means. And I also don't think we want 26. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get, yes we can. Yes, we can get right into the first match. Very nice. What are you bringing to the table, opponent? What you got for me? A couple of the pain lands right out the gate. That's a little scary. We'll see if it's worth the splash of blue. Like I said, can at least go mountains, and just having a couple mountains is enough to say, okay, well, we won't have to tap this for red at least, you know. Crucible 2, and we keep the Lightning Strike open. At the end of their turn, we will attempt the Lightning Strike to their face, just so that way our Stormseeker doesn't get countered. Maybe they counter the Lightning Strike. I don't think they do, but we'll see. Siphon Insight. I wonder what they hit. See if the Lightning Strike goes through. Sure does. Flame Blast Bolt. And I'm gonna attempt the Stormseeker, even though a Make Disappear is likely. I'd rather the Stormseeker get countered than the Loner. Hello, Make Disappear. My nemesis recently. Sheoldred, very cool. Okay, so Sheoldred's a problem. Sheoldred is a problem, but at least we get the Loner down. And now it blocks Shieldred really well. So they don't swing. They want to kill Loner before anything else here. So right up against some Dimir control is very terrifying because, one, we don't have great targets for these Flame Blessed Bolts right now. I think our deck is going to do better against aggro than something like this. Nice, it flips. Wow. Okay. So the other reef should come down. We should keep the Crucible. Keep the Crucible. We could full swing. It does trade with Shieldred, which does suck a little bit. Could also just go Fable and try to ditch the Flame Blessed Bolts too. Let's attempt Fable. We have 2 open for another Make Disappear. It's gonna be a negate. I still wonder if they allow the Shieldred to die here. Yeah, a Shieldred has to go because they're gaining life and everything. So there's a few ways we could do this. We could buff it to kill it. We could Flame Blessed Bolt. I think just buff, keep the 2 Flame Blessed in hand. So we do get to do 4 damage to the opponent's face here too. It's a scary card and I can understand why the opponent traded, but at least Shieldred's gone now. Oh, Trespasser. Well, Loner's out of the grave. Oh, they get to hit 2 things because it's nighttime. Oh, that's scary. Okay. So we could double Flame Blessed Bolt and discard the rest of our hand, but I don't think that's the play by any means. It would switch back to daytime. I think Crucible of Defiance being kept open is cool. I think the ward cost on this is going to be enough to let them keep the Glutton on the board for a while. Yeah, the meta's super scary with all these powerful cards. So we can chump the Glutton with the Crucible, which we might want to. That's a lot of extra damage. And we still don't know what they grabbed from our deck too, so could actually double block, discard 1 Flame Blessed Bolt, but then it could easily get Make Disappeared too. So we want to hold back, guys. Yeah, double block, we could have gotten rid of it, but they still have this. They have the Insight with the Flashback. They have 3 cards in hand. There's an underdog. At least we have a target. Let's see if that Make Disappear is in their hand. Something's up. Something's brewing. Okay, they let it hit the... Okay. It still could be a Make Disappear, though. Reckless Stormseeker is sick here, but I don't think we can outrace the Glutton very well. We might be able to. The Storm-Charged Slasher, huh? Give it haste and let's swing for 5, keep a chump blocker. I think that's fine. Alright, yeah. This is anyone's game, but it's definitely leaning towards the opponent, let's be real. Another Siphon Insight. So it's anyone's game though, because we do have the 4 Burn Down the House, which hits the Glutton very hard. I'm glad Shieldred's gone though. That would have been a pain. Meathook Massacre for 2. So if we had 1 card in hand, we could Flame Blessed Bolt. Yeah, the discard ward on this is insane. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna get through here. They're gonna get through for 2. And then they can exile both of those. Oh, the cut down. Oh no, guys. Okay, well now it's definitely leaning towards the opponent. They still have 2 cards that they stole from us with the Siphon Insight. We're down to 11. Yeah, we can't hit it. That ward cost, guys. That ward cost is brutal. It's back to daytime and we drew a mountain. Not what we want to see. Not terrific. Let's see. Oh, they got a mountain off of one of the Siphon Insights. That's actually pretty funny. I'm glad it was just a mountain for one of the times. Okay, guys, come on. We gotta see something good here. Something very good. No, another mountain. No. Actually, I'm gonna keep it in hand because if we draw... Yeah, if we draw Fires of Invention, then we're gonna want as many cards in hand as possible. Oh, Waterfront District. I'm surprised we don't see these played more often in control builds, guys, because they don't care too much about it entering tapped, and then later in the game, if you get flooded out too, like, you don't always need that extra mana. So I really like that addition, opponent. Yeah, some Dimir control. Let's see what we draw. Okay, Reckless Stormseeker. Yeah, it blocks, I guess, and we have the Flame Blessed Bolt. We can't swing, we're forced to keep it as a blocker, so we'll see if they just have some simple removal for it. And again, I'm keeping the mountains in hand for the same reason that I stated there. Cycle the tower. Okay, so this has tower in it too. I don't think it's an Esper deck. They might just have it for the cycle. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. If the Flame Blessed Bolt can actually get in. Okay, we're going down to 2 here. Okay. So we're forced to block. Flame Blessed Bolt. We are gonna try to take it out at some point in this turn either way, so I'm just doing it now. It's dead. It's out of here. It's exiled. We're alive. They stole one of our burn down the house. We drew a mountain. Hey, good game, opponent. Good game. That was a brutal uphill battle, and honestly, I don't know if we could have played it out better. Like, there was that moment where we traded with the Sheoldred, but how else were we gonna beat Sheoldred if we're not seeing our 4 burn down the house, for example? So yeah, it really depends. Last time I played the 4 burn down the house was in a Karn build, and it's one of those things where you pretty much always want to see it in the current meta. It is that good. It is truly an MVP on all levels, because even if you're not doing 5 to everything, then those devils are just way too good as well. Especially in a build like this too. I don't know. Really depends. Hey, there's some burns, huh? Not a lot of mana in our opening, but we definitely flooded out late game last match, so I don't know, guys. Opponent goes first. I'm gonna try it because at least we have the lightning strike as some early removal, and we'll probably draw. Nice. Flame Blessed Bolt is terrific. That is very, very good. Oh no. Okay, a couple islands came down. Oh, nice. Crucible of Defiance. We'll actually start with the Reef here. Do we have proper removal for the Haughty Djinn, huh? What is it? It's like 4 toughness. Is it 4 toughness? I think it is 4 toughness. Yeah, we don't have proper removal for it except for the burn down the house, which at that point, like, we know that they have like make disappears and everything too. I think we just pay the 3 mana and double down on the lightning strike and the Flame Blessed Bolt. How do you guys feel about that? Reckoner Bankbuster is not half bad. I like the Reckoner Bankbuster here. But yeah, we take out the Djinn while they're tapped out and hope they don't have a second one, because this is a 2 for 1. We're using 2 cards to get rid of their 1, and hopefully it's worth it. Oh, nice. Right, so make disappears, negates, even essence scatters are floating about. I'm gonna do the Bankbuster, let them counter that over the Fable, and my reasoning behind that is Fable just gets us more value overall right now, and they might let Bankbuster just hit the board too, so. Yeah, they didn't have the second Djinn, which is excellent. Okay, Spell Pierce, nice, nice. I'm assuming 3 to 4 Spell Pierce if they are running the Spell Pierce. What do you guys think? The Spell Pierce could hit the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, so let's attempt a Stormseeker because we have another Stormseeker, and it's the same concept. We kind of want to protect the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It goes a long way in filtering. Essence Capture, yep. Okay. Yeah, Essence Capture in a mono blue build is probably much better than the Essence Scatter, so the Capture is what I should have brought up there. Burn down the house. They have a lot of cards in hand. Spell Pierce does not hit the Fable this turn, and I'm going to try it. Could be a negate, but they might just be rocking the Spell Pierce instead of negates, honestly, so that's going to be a negate. Okay, well, we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. We'll eventually get there. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay, well, I guess we have to burn down the house just to get rid of the Terra. This might be a one of in the build. I doubt they're rocking 2 of them, but they might be. Could also just get some chump blockers down. It's not like this has trample, you know? Yeah, I like that. I like getting devils because it gives us chump blockers. We have the other burn down the house if need be, if something crazy goes down, right? And we'll chump as much as we can before they can get like the draw more of the haughty Djinns. Fires of Victory. It's pretty good. Pretty good draw, guys. We can't hit the terror yet, but we'll keep it open for 1. Yeah, we're kind of out of cards, aren't we? Let's see if we can outpace them. We have 3 mana open. If they really have another Essence Scatter here, then oh, Essence Capture, I mean. I keep doing that, huh? Yeah, Essence Capture. Woo, pretty brutal. They gotta run out eventually, right? I'll keep 1, even though we know Fading Hope exists in these builds. Fires of Victory is open for 1 damage, if we want. We also have enough next turn to... Yeah, if we knew that the second Essence Capture was going to come down, I'm thinking about that now because Burn Down the House just doesn't get us there now. It will with the Devil, at least, if it can hit. The problem is, it's probably not going to hit. Fires of Victory can do 3 damage now. Yeah, the big problem here is it's probably just not going to hit. I think Syncopates exist in these decks too. I'm gonna pass the turn and keep the Fires of Victory open. At least we have chump blockers is the thing, and I know that we could have attempted the burn down the house, but like, can we actually play anything into that many open islands? You know what I mean, guys? It also has ward too, so really... We're gonna keep 4 open, huh? I guess we continue to chump. Yeah, the ward 2 on the Terror makes it so that way the Fires of Victory... I really want to draw off the Fires of Victory, but... Ward 2, guys, this card's terrifying. Tolarian Terror. A very scary card. Ooh, Ill-Tempered Loner. That's something I wanted to see. The problem is it gonna hit, huh? So we have 2 open there. We better get the 3 open in case it's a Syncopate for 3. And it might just be a third essence capture, guys. So there's a lot of great reasons to run essence capture, because can you guys think of a deck that this doesn't do a thing against? Like, counter target creature spell, everything's running creatures right now. I can't think of a deck that doesn't have creatures. Oh, nice. Impulse. They're going to search for an answer for the Ill-Tempered Loner. This card could actually pull this back for us, guys. This card could actually pull this back. I mean, it hit, so I guess a Fading Hope could just bounce it right back, though, too. They swing, and it's actually going to go to nighttime here, so I'm going to go no blocks. Even though this does trade, that's what they want. That's exactly what they want. There's the other Jhin. Okay. So we can again get rid of their whole board with the Ill-Tempered Loner's ability, and oh, they did play, so it's not going to be nighttime yet. So another Ill-Tempered Loner. They only have 1 mana open, and they're planning on the Haughty Jhin to close this game out. So we're going to get the other Loner down, and it does look like a Fading Hope, huh? So we're going to have to block on the ground, block the Terror. Fires of Victory isn't looking terrific right now, guys, but I don't think we want to count the Fires of Victory out just yet. No Fading Hope? Really? Maybe they're just waiting for their turn too, in case we have something fancy in our hand. Swing in the air. Sure, sure. We'll take the 6. Yeah, they would have wanted to do more damage, so like Fading Hope and all that fancy stuff. Another Terror for 1 mana, guys. Okay. Well, makes it so that way it's not nighttime. Let's draw. They're at 16. How do we win? Fires of Victory is terrible right now. They have 3 mana open here. And a Burn Down the House hits the Djinns, but it doesn't hit this Terror, so we'd have to do extra damage here, get more blockers on the ground, but then the Djinn probably just wins the game next turn, right? If we swing, they definitely block because they have good blocks here. So I think this is super unfortunate, guys, but we have to attempt the Burn Down the House. If it gets countered, then I guess it's over. That's a really brutal match, though. Very, very brutal. Opponent. There's the negate. Makes me a little bit sad. So they just need 1 more thing in the grave for the Haughty Jhin to just go ahead and win the game. So a simple Fading Hope. And Fires of Victory did not do a lot, guys. Really, I mean, I guess they could just play like an Impulse this turn. Or a Fading Hope on their turn too. Is it not gonna happen? So confused. Let's attempt the blocks. I mean, it's like, it's a simple, we don't want to play this because if they counter it, then they win. So we trade the Terrors. 5 and 6. Man, I wish we could just hit the opponent's face here. Aw, man. So we pay the Ward 2 cost here. Yes. Take out the Haughty Jhin. I can't believe we didn't just like perish. Like, what's even happening? What's even happening? Oh, they did have a shore up. Opponent, you could have won. What are you doing, opponent? Another shore up. Nice, okay. Well, I suppose we could attempt the Chandra. We might as well plus the Chandra and go for the Fires of Victory here. I don't think there's anything we can find for 4 mana. And this will do 2 damage. So we'll just hit the Haughty Djinn. We won't have the 5 other words, so. Flame Blessed Bolt, dang, hey. Good game, opponent. Uphill battle, everything got countered. Oh, buddy, that is brutal, brutal stuff. Fires of Victory was pretty bad in this match, but you know what I say? I say more testing is definitely required, so let's go ahead and go right into the next match. See if we could do better. Those first 2 games, man, I don't know, that was pretty scary. It sure seems like there's not a lot of footing for the deck. That doesn't mean that it can't be a fun one, though. And so, yeah, more testing definitely required here. They like to give us our dual lands, so I guess we won't ever have issues with the kicker cost if we actually wanted to. Opponent goes first again. Did the opponent go first the last 2 times, too? I think so. I forget right now, though. I might be wrong. Fires of Victory's open for a ton of mana. Or a ton of damage, I should say. Yeah, but they keep all of theirs open, too. Alright, well, we'll attempt the Stormseeker and get whatever removal they're holding out now? Question mark? Oh. Okay, hey. Oh, wow, what is happening? We need mana now, though. Crap. Let's try the Fable, and we're gonna give this haste and get that. Oh no, they had a negate. At least the Storm Charge doesn't get gobbled up by a Wandering Emperor, though, right? 6 or 5 mana available. Sphinx of the Clear Skies. Oh, buddy. Wow. All right, well, the good news is we actually have our Ill-Tempered Loner here. The ward cost, we don't care. This is what we do. This is what we do, guys. We full swing because all this damage is going to their face if they block. Yeah. Yeah. That's 5 extra damage to the opponent's face here. Down to 1. Halpak Avenger doing a thing. All we need to do is have one of these Elder Dragon Wars hit the board now. Anything that deals damage to the Avenger will end the game, so they need to remove it without doing damage, which is very possible in a domain build. Alright, let's see. 2 piles, huh? Drag cards to move them between piles, and then they get to choose one to keep, right? I guess we want to keep... Titan of Industry is really bad, but so is the Warden. They probably keep this top row, I would assume. The Leyline Binding, having a couple bindings isn't terrible. So they probably keep the 2 bindings. That's tough, guys. Oh man, I don't know exactly what I do there. Keep the couple bindings. The reason being, if you give a binding in each pile, then it's a win-win for the opponent, because they need to be able to hit the Avenger without doing damage. So this is just Elder Dragon War. And 2 damage to everything. Including the opponent's face. That was sick, guys. That was pretty sick. Again, Fires of Victory not doing a lot there. What's up with the opponents playing like way too many ward creatures nowadays, guys? What's up with that? Get that ward out of here. Although, I do understand completely. There's a lot of removal. I'm still convinced that Fires of Victory is good, though. Even though it didn't do anything again there, I just feel like it's a good addition, and when we do go up against aggro builds and such, I don't know. It's tough. What do you guys think? Alright, opponent, what are you bringing to the table, buddy? Seeing a lot of variety right now in ranked, which makes me very happy, honestly. For a while there, it was just mono black every other game and some. So like you would go maybe 4 games in a row against mono black, see something different, and then go like another couple games against mono black again, and it was really bad. It's either they're all chilling in Mythic or everyone's calming down. Okay, Fires of Victory open for a lot of damage if we need it. Mostly we just take out pretty much anything, I'd say. Okay, I'll hit it. I'll hit it just for the sake of Fires of Victory actually killing something. How do you guys feel about that? A lot of 4-drops, guys. It's a lot of 4-drops. I think Elder Dragon War is going to be better here than the Ill-Tempered Loner right now, but Ill-Tempered Loner before Dragon War is really cool too. Let's go. Ill-Tempered Loner, cut down does not hit it, which is sick. And if we can get another Loner, well, I guess Infernal Grasp will happen first, I suppose. Liliana sacrificed the Loner, huh? Okay. Okay. The other Loner is still an option over the War, and I think that's fine. We discard one of the Wars, or the Fires, probably. We discard the Fires to the Liliana ability. I think, yeah, I think the Fires is fine, even though the Fires could help us get rid of like a Shieldred or something. They got rid of the cut down. I guess we called that one, huh? Reckoner Bankbuster, draw a card. Looking for the Infernal Grasp? Maybe. Ah, get out of my hand. Get out of here. At least we have 2 of them, right? If we only had 1, then this would have been very bad for us. Flame Blessed Bolt, sweet. Let's go ahead and get the Elder Dragon War down. Do damage to all creatures and each opponent and hit that 2 to the Liliana there. Swing at face, keep Flame Blessed Bolt open for the Tenacious Underdog and hope that the second Liliana doesn't come down. A Sorin, yeah, the Flame Blessed Bolt doesn't hit the 2/3. A lot of like little awkward, oh! Oh! They don't go for the 2/3 here. They wanted land, huh? Sure. Okay. That's 5. Elder Dragon War. Wow. Flame Blessed Bolt wouldn't be a terrible thing. See if we can find something better. No, I like the Flame Blessed Bolt for when they blitz back the underdog. I think we get the other Elder Dragon War down. It's really good seeing 3 Elder Dragon Wars, guys. It's really good. The Sorin is a goner. Flame Blessed Bolt is open, and we're about to get some dragons on the board. Pretty sick. We don't want to forget about cards like Invoke Despair. They can actually draw off the Bankbuster again here, so a lot of ways for them to find what they need, so I doubt the blitz on the underdog happens, so possible we wanted to discard this, but we can always do it here too, so. What you thinking, opponent? You thinking, wow, cut down just doesn't hit as many creatures as you'd hope? That's how I felt at first with cut down. So I'm just teasing right now. Yeah, cut down is really good though. Okay, there's the Invoke Despair. So I suppose we want the dragon to start swinging in over the, I guess, yeah. Ooh, Fable's really good. We still have the Flame Blessed Bolt open then. So let's hope that they don't have another Invoke Despair. Rocking the Roadside Reliquaries. Pretty cool. Meat Hook for 4? Dude! Oh no! Oh no, guys. Okay. I guess we'll discard both of these. I know that the Tenacious Underdog's about to come back, but now we're... Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Reckoner Bankbuster is pretty good here too, but I think getting the loner on the board is just better, especially when we will be able to start copying it with reflection soon enough. So cruelty, huh? I guess there goes the Bankbuster. Oh no, that's creature or planeswalker. Bankbuster is not a creature or a planeswalker, so that's good. We'll have 2 mana. It's gonna be another Tenacious Underdog. Yeah, keeping the Flame Blessed Bolt could have been good. It could have been. The reflection comes out here. Gives haste. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, guys. We give haste to the reflection. Oh no, that's not how that works, huh? I think we just dump everything onto the board. Because Tenacious Underdog's too good of a blocker. And that's an easy trade for the opponent. Yeah, we're gonna pass the turn, guys. We're gonna pass. Because we could easily draw more removal here. So they're going to lose 3 life too, but they get to find anything. Oh crap, guys. That means like another meat hook to hand and then wipe the board again. Oh crap. Yeah, cruelty is rough, dude. How do we play around that? Oh no, I should have attacked. Oh, cruelty's rough because another meat hook. No. Oh man. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, no, how do we play around that? Because we should have known that they were going to grab another meat hook because we had 2 powerful. I guess we didn't want to play the Stormseeker. I'm sorry, guys. No, that's 100% my fault. I should have kept Stormseeker in hand because... And then the Graveyard Trespasser is probably just going to round this up for the opponent. Let's start with a draw. Lightning Strike. We're gonna hit this turn. Discard the mountain. So cruelty can bring it back though, huh? Crap. Yeah, cruelty can bring it back. Lose 1 life. Oh, well, either way, this was probably gonna be the opponent's. So my thought process of doing it on our turn. Yeah, bring it to trespass. Sorry guys, I don't even know. Apparently I've played Magic once before and this is welcome to my YouTube channel. I do apologize though. It's a little silly. It's like as soon as I start to lose or as soon as it starts to lean towards the opponent, all plays go out the window, unfortunately. So I had a reason to do it on our turn, but the reason was pretty terrible in comparison to them just bringing it back with the cruelty of Gix, right? So, is there a way around this? We get a draw with the Bankbuster. Yeah, we could have successfully... Wow. Burn down the house is pretty good, actually. I'm gonna say no this time. They have 3 cards in hand, guys. And they can just keep blitzing back the Tenacious Underdog since I got rid of the Flame Blessed Bolt earlier. Another land is pretty bad though. Alright, so we take 9 damage here. You don't want to forget the Glutton's ability. Oh no, they have enough mana to blitz both of these back. They go for Liliana instead. They had lethal damage. So they must still have lethal damage then. Is what I'm assuming. Because blitz both underdogs. And that would have done us in. But now we are alive. We are alive and well. They also could have done 1 more damage with the Bankbuster. I think the opponent is in the same boat that I am right now. They're like, oh yeah, well we got this. We might as well do whatever the heck we want, right? Down to 1. Well, Yeah, it was a pretty bad play to kill this on our turn when the cruelty was going to come back, so. Would we still be in it? Meat Hook, Meat Hook. That's right. Yeah, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Yeah, hey, well, GG opponent. My goodness, uphill battles today, but once again, I could have played these out much better, guys, and I do apologize for that. I hope you enjoyed the deck either way. Here's the list again, guys, and Fires of Victory is pretty bad. I don't think it was the greatest addition to the build. I thought it was going to be pretty cool because maybe you could like hit your own Ill-Tempered Loner for like 5 damage or something like that. When the deck does a thing, it really does a thing, and it does it pretty well. Ill-Tempered Loner's actually insane and can do a ton of extra damage. I just don't think I played it out well today at all, and I guess the deck needs a little bit more to it. I thought Fires of Victory was going to do more. Maybe more testing is required. You know, 4 games isn't the most, and against, like, especially that last deck, I thought we were actually going to be able to get there, but Mono Black is just so powerful right now. The Invoke Despair, being able to get rid of all those cards and draw them some as well is insane, guys. And so they were just able to outvalue us as time went on. Other than that, I think it was a pretty cool deck, and you might want to just reconsider the Fires of Victory, but if you don't reconsider it and you do end up trying it out, let me know how the Fires of Victory does for you, because I'm super curious. I think you can successfully drop the Chandra and go up another Bankbuster. However, that being said, there are going to be many times where you're up against more aggro. We just didn't see the aggro today, unfortunately, where you're going to want to go turn 3 Chandra, turn 4 burn down the house because the aggro is just pumping out those creatures way too fast. And so that's something to think about too. The reason I think 2 Bankbusters might be good is because of times like that last match where you want to be able to continue to draw cards and try to get more value than your opponent's mono black builds and stuff. So yeah, I don't know where I sit on this. And then I was really silly about the Flame Blessed Bolt too, because we knew that Tenacious Underdog was there. I just wanted to find something better. I thought maybe if I got rid of both of them, I'd actually be able to get something that could close out the game too. We did end up drawing pretty well off of that, but the Flame Blessed Bolt is too valuable against Tenacious Underdog, so don't do what I did and discard it. That last match, just completely disregard it. I played it so poorly, guys, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like, ah, man, I wish I could go back and play this against another mono black deck to kind of redeem myself a little bit. But sometimes that's how it is with me. I have to play it out and then learn after the fact, you know what I mean? Yeah. Overall, I liked it though. I think Ill-Tempered Loner is so cool, and we got to try it out in more builds. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know. I think in a deck with Elder Dragon War and Burn Down the House is where it wants to be. The question is, what do the rest of the cards look like? What should they look like, you know? Either way, guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.